Hello everyone, I am the Blue Monster, and this is Trigger Warning. Let's talk before the simple act of conversation is actually banned, and before you lose your job because of this. A news article from the Daily Mail, link in the description, came across my desk, specifically the female, and I really thought it was a joke. I thought maybe it was The Onion or Babylon Bee, but no. This was a legitimate article, and people were dead serious. The gist of this is the thumbs up emoji and even the physical act of a thumbs up to someone is now considered old, hostile, passive-aggressive, and hurtful. People have said that they feel attacked when it is used. But wait, there are others, they say, that are old and triggering. Now, I'm not exactly sure how these are passive-aggressive or hostile, but here they are. The red love heart. Absolutely. I would think someone would want to kill me if they sent that to me. The OK hand, which that had its run a few years ago, saying that that's racist and that's like a white thing. We're not talking about that today. The tick mark or check mark. Yeah, that sounds really hostile. The loudly crying face. The monkey eye cover. Clapping hands. Not exactly sure how that's hostile. Probably the actual thought of two hands clapping that make the noise that trigger people because clapping is just not a thing now. Now we do the jazz hands. That way people don't get triggered. The lipstick kiss mark, the grimacing face, and then a few others. According to a 24-year-old that they interviewed, they said it is best to never use it in any situation whatsoever, because it is hurtful. What planet have I landed on? They said whether the chat is informal, between friends, or at work, it appears to have a rude meaning for the younger generation, so that's anyone under 30. I am that and I do not have a problem with it. I really hope that those people are never around someone whom is hearing impaired, because they will probably get triggered, have them arrested for talking about them and not understand that sign language. I can see this happening. Now, based on just some general research I did, for modern times, the most well-documented origin of the thumbs up is not really from the gladiators of Rome, but from World War II. The pilots would thumbs up to whomever on the ground to let them know that they were ready for their flight. This gesture has been used in some form or another since antiquity. Now, it is hateful, rude, and triggering. Now, they continue to say, quote, "No one my age in the office does it, but the Gen X people always do it. It took me a bit to adjust and get it out of my head that it means they're mad at me. How in the can the thumbs up mean that you're mad at someone? If someone flips you the bird, they're mad at you, you dumb ass. What the is wrong with you?" Continuing. Others agree it is bad form, especially at work, where it can make the team appear unfriendly and unaccommodating. How is that even a thing? I don't understand this. Okay, going on. Business consultant Sue Ellison says it is important to, quote, understand the dynamic of your workplace before sending emojis, especially the thumbs up, end quote. My last workplace had a WhatsApp chat for our team to send info to each other on, and most of the people on there just replied with the thumbs up. I don't know why, but it seemed a little bit hostile to me, one woman said. The woman we talked about a moment ago. Business consultant named Sue Ellison states, "It could be time to take the younger generation's lead. She believes words are always better than symbols, which, yes, of course they are, and can see how many people are disillusioned by the all good icon. It feels like people are too lazy to type a written response, and it doesn't provide clarity as to next steps," end quote. Where do they find these people? So she goes on to say, quote, "Do you mean yes, I will do something? Okay, I agree. Or is it just confirmation that you received the message?" End quote. Here's the icing on the proverbial cake. They actually did a poll of around 2,000 youngsters between the ages of 16 and 29, agreeing that this is old and hostile and needs to be removed from the planet. Whilst most people over 30 use it without issue, young people deem it unnecessary and get triggered by the mere sight of the gesture or emoji, noting that only really old people use it. So I guess 30 is the new 90. How often have most of you used that just this week? I have multiple times. It is an implied, I understand. I got your text. Yes. Based on context, it can mean different things, but context is also being lost. If you look at someone wrong anymore, you'll get arrested for threatening someone. They gave me a thumbs up, officer. I need my safe space. Let them rot in jail. Take them away. Now, Miss Ellison goes on to say later that, quote, some people hate the thumbs up because it is seen as an automatic option and could have been pressed by accident, end quote. I never press the thumbs up by accident. I'm always very conscious of my emojis. One woman noted, quote, I love it because it means many, many things. It means I approve, or I understand and will obey, or I agree. If anything, my only objection would be that some days it might be hard to tell which one it means, but it is generally pretty clear, end quote. Again, context. But she still agreed that it could be misconstrued by a total f***ing moron. Now, I do understand that, again, in the contextual and cultural meaning of the conversation, it can mean many different things. For example, approval, happiness, encouragement, number one, or go to the surface when diving. Or in Germany, eine Bier bitte. The woman continues saying it should be kept to social media texts. Quote, it can be a nice technique for liking a message before responding in text, as it indicates that the sender's message was good, and this can aid the relationship, end quote. Ms. Ellison said it is important to understand the relationship dynamics at a workplace before deciding to use emojis or not. Now, the last thing in the article mentions it is also important to, quote, check in, end quote, with staff to make sure no one is offended by the chosen emojis, as the meaning of them can change between communities. What bloody community? Thumbs up just means bloody thumbs up. Do we really need to have a fucking class about emojis and the actual meaning for every conversation, or is it possible that no one wants to think for themselves and will jump on the bandwagon with this bloody nonsense? If a thumbs up offends or triggers you, you really, really need some help. We are getting so close to a society that will eventually completely eliminate conversation, context, subtext, and any form of communication so as not to offend anyone. What will those individuals do when the shit really hits the fan and they are in a situation where no one cares about their feelings or emotions? Will they just spontaneously combust? Honestly, I kind of secretly hope so. What do you think? Please leave as many thumbs up as we'll allow in the comments and let me know what you think. But as always, please be respectful. Thank you for watching Trigger Warning if you made it this far. If you liked what you heard, please like and subscribe. If not, thank you for listening anyway. Take care of yourself and other people. You are amazing and we all deserve to be happy. Have a great day.